Thank you all for coming. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ann Sampaio, and I am the Executive Director here at Child and Family Services. And I want to really thank you all for coming and welcome you to our gorgeous new site here at 3057 Acushnet Avenue. We moved in on April 30th and have spent the next couple of months getting it ready to open to the public. But all our staff have been hard at work for the last couple of months out of this building. Currently, we have over 100 direct service staff out of this building. We have our administrative staff housed on the other side, and we have room to add probably about another 40 positions here in this building. So one of the reasons we needed to move was we are expanding. We're lucky enough to be an expanding workforce, and we have plenty of room to grow. So we're really looking forward over the next few years in doing that. The programs that are located here out of this building are, I hope I don't forget any, my staff will remind me, the Big Brother Big Sister program, the Caring Network, Empowering Families for Success, Young Parents Believe and Achieve, the Community Service Agency, In-Home Therapy, and Therapeutic Mentoring. Did I get them all? Yes. All right. So, but last September we bought the building, and if you have seen the building on the outside, you know what a drastic change it's undergone, and inside is just incredible. So it's been a lot of work. I thank everybody for their patience, especially the staff, that we kept saying, we're going to move, we're going to move, we're going to move, and finally we're here. Our goal was certainly to create a wonderful working environment for our staff and a welcoming environment to the community. And through a lot of hard work, I think we've accomplished that goal. But it has been done certainly not alone, and I wanted to absolutely recognize a lot of people who have helped us do that. I want to thank the City of New Bedford for all their support through the Mayor's office, the City Councilors, the building inspectors, everybody pulled together to get us into this building, and it's been great. We have here today, Mayor Mitchell has joined us, City Councilman Jim Oliveira is here, State Representative Antonio Cabral is here, State Representative Robert Kazera is here, and we thank them all for their support. I'd also absolutely need to recognize all of our board of directors. Without them, none of us could do our job. It's a volunteer board of 14 incredibly dedicated people. A lot of them are here today, and they continue to support all of us at Child and Family Services. The staff has been tremendously patient with the renovations. They've continued to do their job without a hiccup, and it's been great. I certainly want to recognize Paula Borges, who's the site director here at Acushnet Avenue. Paula and I transformed ourselves from social workers to quasi-construction people and learned things that we never thought we needed to know. So it's been quite an adventure, and the two of us put in a lot of hours trying to make the right decisions and trying to provide a good environment for our staff. And finally, just to recognize our team from CMC Design Build, the architects, the project managers, everybody who worked. Their vision was unbelievable to take a shell of a building and create such a great environment has been wonderful. So I want to keep it brief. I want to thank you all for coming. I know you all look forward to having a tour. I want to take the opportunity now to introduce the president of our board, Tony Cadero.
So Ann called me last night and she said, can you talk? I said, is it about me? I can talk forever. And so Child and Family, I say that tongue in cheek because I look at Child and Family. I've been serving on this board now for almost 8 years as board president. And before I begin, I just want to say I want to thank Ann. I think she's done a great job. Wouldn't you agree, all the employees and people for making Child and Family what it is today, along with your help and all the employees. Without you guys, none of this would happen. So let me just tell you how much pride I have in Child and Family. 8 years ago, a short story, 8 years ago when I was asked to serve on the board and then serve as president, we were looking at an agency that was in turmoil, an agency that was looking to sell, an agency that was looking to merge, an agency that was about $7 or $8 million, to an agency today we just completed our budget, or we're in process with our budget. It's probably going to be 27 million. 27 million. Here's how I look at this agency. It's a for-profit. That tells me there's $27 million of service that all of you, the employees of this great organization, are taking care of people that are less fortunate than us. We just completed probably one of the most successful golf tournaments for the 8th year, raising a lot of money, but more importantly, telling people our story. What is Child and Family? What do we do? How do we help? And a quick other story was there when I came on this board, there was this whole taboo about mental health, right? You really can't talk about it. You got to kind of hide it if it's in the family. And today, it's all over the place. I know my daughter's anorexic, so try dealing with that. You know, you're watching your child starve. And so mental health affects everyone. And this agency is making people's lives a lot better, and families, keeping families intact. I truly believe that because of all your help. So I wanted to share that story with you. It's my job now to introduce your great mayor, younger than me, so I'll forgive him, Jon Mitchell.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tony. This day's been a while in coming. I had a conversation with Dan and with Paula about a year ago about the expansion, and you know, one of the things that I recall specifically from the conversation was that, you know, especially in the first few months when I was mayor, a lot of nonprofits came in, and you know, regrettably, because of the economy being what it's been in the last few years, many of the nonprofits came in and said, you know, we're spinning our wheels, we're struggling a little bit, we're gonna get on our feet, but you know, it's been a tough few years. One of the thing that struck me most about the story that you guys told and the status update you guys gave me was just how healthy of an organization you were, and it was just sort of remarkable given how much the regional economy in particular struggled in the last few years, that you guys have been able to not only keep it afloat but to grow the place. And this expansion is really a testament, you know, not only to the very fascinating and long and venerable heritage of this organization going back to the 1840s, but also your management skills, the dedication and support of the board, and the commitment of the staff and all the volunteers. I mean, really, you guys should mark this day as a real achievement. We've got a great building here. It looks a lot better than when the liquor store and the pool hall and everything else was here, to be sure. But it's more than that. It's really a mark of an organization that's been dedicated to the families in our city for over 150 years, and that despite challenges, current challenges, you've been able to enhance what you do, to meet more of the need, to support more families. Families in our in this community and others are the backbone of the community. If we have strong families, we'll have a strong community. You guys are a backstop to so many people in need, so many people, as Tony pointed out, who are less fortunate, who've been dealt a bad hand, and so you know, what you have given, you've given your employees, and you've given all of you have given yourselves a good reason to get up in the morning. You're serving other people, but you're also making our community stronger in the process. So I have a proclamation to mark the moment. This is a very proud time for a very proud and effective organization in our city. I thank you for your leadership, Ann. I thank you for your leadership, Tony, in the last few years, and I thank all of you for your commitment and dedication. It really does make a difference in our community. Thank you very much.
So I just want to take another minute and ask our state representatives to say a few words. So, State Representative Bob Kazera.
Good afternoon, and thank you. First, I'd like to welcome you to the North End, and then I want to thank you for your investment in this property and in this location. Your work is necessary. It's not easy, so I thank you for the job that you do. We have a lot of problems that confront us in society. It's not easy. I have a daughter, my oldest daughter, who's a licensed clinical social worker in Rhode Island. and worked for a similar agency such as Child and Family here, only in Rhode Island. She worked in Pawtucket and Providence, and just last year she took a new position and went through a process where she had to be fingerprinted by the national government because she's going to be working with veterans and some of their adjustment issues. So I know a little bit of the pressures and the anxieties and the jobs that you do, and I want to commend you for it. I want to wish you well in your new facility and thank you again for the work that you do. Congratulations.
State Representative Tony Cabral.
Well, good afternoon, and it's a pleasure for me to be here and help celebrate this moment with you. I want to thank Ann and Tony for the great work that they do, but in particular all of you, the staff of this great organization. From those of us who work and advocate on behalf of children and families, and knowing that on the other end of the process is an organization such as Child and Family Services, with so many dedicated staff providing the kind of services that are needed, it's really rewarding. As you know, we debate every year all these programs and the kind of funding that we should put towards these programs. As I speak, we are coming to a compromise finally between the House and the Senate for the next fiscal year. We will be in next week to approve the conference committee report. So it's a struggle every year, and especially in the last 4 or 5 years with the economy as it's been, hasn't been easy. But it's always rewarding. I remember when I chaired the Committee on Human Services and Elderly Affairs, it was quite a challenge, but it was also extremely rewarding. So I know the kind of work that you do firsthand by when I chaired that committee, the kinds of folks, the kinds of programs that are important. You know, this whole area that you are involved in represents basically about half of the state budget. Not just your programs, but the whole human service component and elderly service plus veteran services. So that's significant. So I want you to know that we appreciate all the work that you do, the kind of services you provide to the families in this community and to the children. It is something that we are proud of, your work. And also we put state dollars in your hands for you to use it effectively, and I know you do. That's the reason why you are here, reopening a new facility in the city of New Bedford. So I want to congratulate all of you. What a difference. I haven't seen the inside, but at least the outside, it's quite a difference. I want to date you guys since it used to be Fernandez Supermarket. You remember that? It was Fernandez Supermarket before the billiards and all that other good stuff that was here after that. But once again, Ann and Tony and all the staff, congratulations also for believing in New Bedford, in committing and investing in New Bedford by actually acquiring a building in New Bedford and building it out to the specs that were important for the services and for your staff. You could have gone someplace else, and you chose to stay in New Bedford, so we are very appreciative, and I know that every resident and the mayor and the city council are also very appreciative of the fact that you just moved from 800 Purchase Street down in my district up to the north end in Bob's district. So we forgive you for that. But in any event, what's important, it's still New Bedford. That's really what's important here. So once again, congratulations and thank you for inviting me.
And last but not least, I'd like to ask the city councilor for this area, Jim Oliveira, to say a few words.
This is a ceremonial welcome as far as I'm concerned. Many of you folks were my professional neighbors on 800 Purchase Street for a number of years. And now you're my neighbor right in my own backyard. So I want to welcome you, and I commend the board of directors and the professional staff here for creating such a wonderful transformation of this building, because believe me when I tell you, when I first got elected 2 years ago, a lot of people were asking me about this place. So it's really been very helpful that we had a great team that got behind this and have transformed this building. This used to be where my daughter used to have her dance class, by the way, too. But so we have to go a little farther, but that's okay because we got a great building here. I want to thank you. Make sure that you spend all your money right up here in the North End. I already know what a great economic impact you've made on the community already, because the restaurant owners that I know, because I only eat in the North End, the restaurant owners that I know all have said, wow, that place where Fernandes used to be is really making an impact on my business. So keep spending your money and enjoy your time up here. Thank you.
Good job.
If you have a telephone, robocalls may be ruining your day. I'm Katie Daffin, an attorney at the Federal Trade Commission. If you answer the phone and hear a recorded message instead of a live person, it's a robocall. If the recording is a sales message and you haven't given your written permission to get calls from the company on the other end, the call is illegal, period. So, when you get an illegal robocall, here's what to do. Hang up the phone. Don't press 1 to speak to a live operator, and don't press any other number to get off the list. If you respond by pressing any number, it will probably just lead to more robocalls. You might consider contacting your phone provider and asking them to block the number and whether they charge for that service. Remember that telemarketers change caller ID information easily and often, so it might not be worth paying a fee to block a number that will change. Finally, contact the FTC to report your experience. You can do that online at ftc.gov or by calling 1-877-FTC-HELP. To learn more about illegal robocalls and what the FTC is doing to stop them, visit ftc.gov/robocalls. That's ftc.gov/robocalls.
What we do to the planet, we do to ourselves. You can help keep America beautiful. Visit KAB.org.